Okay, we're going to try this another way. And hopefully my phone won't fall because my laptop did not want to make it happen. So we're going to see maybe if the person that I added is going to jump on any magical minute now. Hi, is it Callie? Is it Callie Marie? I hate mispronouncing people's names because I get my name mispronounced all the time. Like some of the worst mispronunciations, things that make absolutely no sense. People are like, oh yeah, hello, N-E-A. Why would my name be N-E-A? Like any in the letter A. Hi, Barbara. Hello again, Renee. Okay, hi, Kayla. So, the whole thing for it's my, I have like a funny, weird little top knot thing going, and then when I let it go, it's like full on hawk. It's been crazy. I don't even know what's, hey, Troy, don't know what's going on. So I invited someone to come on and let me interview him because sometimes, I don't know, when you're doing things in life, sometimes you hear something from somebody else differently. Like, you know, your parents are like, oh, you should do this and it'd be great for your future and your career aspirations. And you're like, yeah, ma, whatever. But then you go to the guidance counselor and they're like, this is what you should do for your future dreams and aspirations. You're like, I never thought of that. It's like that. So anyway, I have a wonderful friend named Al who I'm really hoping that he'll jump on any 2 seconds right now. We'll see. Okay, so, what we're going to do, hi, Charles. Hi. Hi, Andy. So what my plan is for like a hot second, I'm just going to talk to you about kind of why I'm doing this. Yeah. And then once Al is here and ready, I will bring him on camera and what? Dude, Charles, I had to get really what I was doing was I was hiding the dog's food. I'm a horrible mother. I'm a horrible mother. I took her food and I put it up on top of something that she couldn't reach because she went from drinking her water to eating her food, which is obnoxious. So she'll be fine. I'll be done in like 24 minutes and then she'll get her food. So none with I know it was longer than 2 seconds. Jeez, testy much? Anyway. Okay, so thank you so much for joining me, and I hope that you guys will do me a favor. Go to your notifications, and where you saw something saying that I was live, and you clicked it because you're like, oh, it says Anya's live. Right next to that are 3 little dots, and if you click the 3 little dots, it will give you the option to be notified whenever I come live. So that's kind of fun. Lately, I have been getting a lot of ideas of things I plan on doing this fall, and so you'll want to jump on. Anything from just like fun facts, places where I'm going, some suggestions on helping other people in your life that have invisible illnesses, as I do. I'll be sharing my story a bit. There will be some prizes, and of course, the fan favorite, and I don't know if it's everybody else's favorite, but I say that it's mine, so it's the fan favorite, is what's in my grocery bag, which is my own little game show that I do when I go shopping. And yes, my dear lovelies, that's a broad term for everyone. Men and women are lovelies. Yes, my lovelies. I found a wonderful place to get some amazing things. Even more. All right, Al. Okay. I need to figure out how to. Why does it just say you're. All right. Hi, Terry. Al, I see that you're watching, but it's not giving me the option to bring you on camera. Is there something that you can tap on your side that will request to go live or to join me or something? That would be awesome because I do not have that option on your person. So, Al, if you could check to see if there's a thing that you need to click, I would appreciate it. And then I'll bring you on and we're going to chat it up. I know, Charles, Renee, I'm still looking. Okay, so this is what I'm looking for while Al is going to look on his end. What I'm looking for is an awesome but free intro song that I can play when I'm ready to do what's in my grocery bag. It needs to sound like a game show. You know, something exciting but free so I don't have to worry about copyright infringement. Because I need that. I need a theme song when I do my game show. When I start it, hi Brittany, hi Dave, stranger. Talking to you. You know I'm talking about, Dave. It's been a minute. Charles, why do you mean just touch it, bro? What, is there a thing? Is there a thing when you touch? That was weird. I don't really feel like I should say that on a... Is there a thing? Anyway, Charles, is there an option that you can, like, make a selection and it asks to go live with me? I don't know. Because what I see is under some people's names when it pops on, it says bring them on camera. And Al, for some reason, I am just not seeing that when I see you. So if you would just double check that, that would be great. Charles, why are you laughing at me? What's so funny? What? You want me to give my dog her food back? No. Okay. So this is what's going to be happening over the next, hopefully, infinity and beyond, not really, is I'm going to be bringing some people on to chat with me. And I would like to invite you to that conversation because I think there are great things that we can learn from everyone, and this is a great way to do it. So first and foremost, you know that I'm doing this whole health and fitness, being a lifeline to people, helping people change their lives, and hopefully live a whole lot longer. My neighbor, my dad's neighbor, ended up topping out at about 500 pounds before he died, and it was awful, and he didn't have to die. He died because of complications due to his weight. Let's not let that be any of us, okay? If you're dealing with high blood pressure, if you're dealing with diabetes that's brought on by your weight, if you're dealing with a number of health problems, especially some that I know I'm dealing with, like IBS or PCOS, or it was PCOD some time back. There are a lot of things that we're learning now about how we treat our bodies and what we put in them. And then the addition of just moving and getting active, we're learning more and more every day. And one thing that's definitely working for me and my spine is being active. And I'm doing that through yoga in my living room. No embarrassment, no matching yoga clothes, no fancy mat. Usually my dog like right here up in my face when I'm trying to get into a pose. But I'm making it work. And that's the kind of message and the type of help that I have the honor of being able to share with people. So you'll be talking to other people like me. I have a huge team that I'm a part of. Massive. More like a family. And together we help as many people as we can. I just heard something tonight from my team, which is kind of amazing, that we just helped more than 40 people in this last week alone make these changes to their lives, get a hold of some of these resources that can help them live the fullest life they can possibly live. Hi, Colleen. Hi, Rob. Hi, Troy. Oh, yeah, I see you, Troy. I think that's exciting because if in 1 week, 40 people made a decision that is adding years to their lives, is allowing them to be more active with their family members, is getting them out there, is potentially helping them work toward financial freedom. There's a phrase I like to use. It's called plump up your piggy bank. I don't know if if you follow me, you've probably seen it, but I'm not just talking about money. I'm really talking about adding those years to your life and the times that you have with your family and your friends and your business and your team and your fur babies, because, you got to use all the time you can with them. Okay, so I'm going to try one more time to see if I can get Al. All right, Al, if you're on here, maybe if you jump off and come back on, I'll be able to get the option to bring you on camera. So if you want to do that, I will keep an eye out for you. And in the meantime, does anybody have any questions? Oh, please, yes. Okay, for those of you that are already watching or have been here or come here after the fact, I would love, 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 love it if you would please give me your Instagram if you're on Instagram. Because there are things that you post on Instagram that are like, your snapshot, your photo album of your life that you may not put on Facebook. So hi Angelique, so if you would please share that with me, and if it's something that's private and you just don't want it out there in the entire interwebs, you can message it to me. But it's just a great way for us to get connected and share more of that scrapbook. So I would love to be connected with you in that way. And dun, 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 if you haven't been to my website, I'm going to ask you to go check it out. What is it? I'll give you one guess. FitnessAnyaMind.com. All right, yes. So please, please, please go check out my website. Fun things are happening over there. And I would love to get some engagement. So if you haven't been over there yet, check it out. Bring a friend. I don't know how you would bring them because it's not tangible. So show a friend something. Anyway, go check it out. Okay. Al, are you still on here with me? Ready to jump in and answer a whole bunch of questions. Oh my goodness, if any of you were ever on my RA staff, ever, you know that the shaft intro. Ooh, Charles, you're right, but I think I would be violating copyright and needing to pay a huge fee. It's like $10,000 or something. Don't have that. Al, if you're still here, just pop back up so I can see you, and I will jump on. Hi, Brenda. Hi, Al. Al, nothing, huh? Okay. Can you try popping off and pop back on? Because when people leave and come back, I get the option to bring them on camera. So if you could do that, then I will give it a go and see if I can bring you on my camera. I'm going to hit a whole bunch of buttons on the bottom and see if there's anything else that I can do. I can comment. I can invite. I can, whoa, don't like that. Hi, Issa. How are you? Looks like I can do magical things. I don't want to do that. That's not good. Let's see. Oh, snap. I figured it out. Guys, for those of you who know me and know that I sometimes kill technology, please understand that I just figured this out and my phone hasn't caught on fire or anything. As soon as he jumps back on, it's real. Okay, so for those of you that do watch my what's in my grocery bag, first of all, I really want to keep my interviews on the same level of energy. No, I'm not going to have them guess. Maybe I should have them guess things. For those 4 of you that are on with me right now, and especially any of you that come later, if you think it would be cool, hi Tim, if you think it would be cool that when I do my interviews, I somehow, oh goodness, I hit the wrong thing, I somehow have a quiz or some type of an activity that they need to do, let me know. And if you have an idea, now mind you, I'm not like a big budget, ooh, there you are, stay there. Oh no. It says no answer from live video guest. No, I don't, Charles. Stop. Okay, however you were no, it's on my page. Al, it is on my page. However you came on before is how you need to return to, hi Gerald, to this call. However you were logged in before is how I need you to come back to the call. Can you do that for me, please? And I'll put you right back on. Okay, I have my questions prepared. Let me make sure I pull them back up because we are just about ready to make this magical thing happen. I see you, Al. We're going to do this. It's going to be successful. All right, yes, okay. So, for those of you watching who have seen my What's in Your Grocery Bag, because I guarantee you, it's a game show that it's going to change your life, something like that. It'll be exciting. Similar to that. So, if you think it would be fun to ask my guests a question or give them a quiz or have a game show thing at the end of my interview, let me know. Ow!
Well.
Hi, Al.
Hello, Anya. How are you?
Technology hates me.
We made it work. We figured it out. Thank
We
you for
did
having me on
it.
here.
Yeah.
This is so cool. Yeah.
So this is the first time I've had somebody else on live with me, and I'm freaking out.
You shouldn't freak out. I'm the one on the thing. That's for you were doing great. I was watching you, trying to figure this whole thing out, talking, and struggling with technology, and you were just making it look easy. Yeah,
Just killing time until we could get you started. I'm so glad you're
yeah,
here. Um,
me too.
do you want
Thank
to
you.
take a minute and introduce yourself to anybody that's watching?
Sure, sure. Well, first, thank you again for having me on here. My name is Al. I am a son, I'm a brother, I'm an uncle, I am a coach, I am a fitness instructor, and I actually am a coffee lover. I'm having coffee right now. So, just a few little
Ah,
snippets about who I am.
okay, you said that you're a fitness instructor, is that right?
Yep, fitness instructor, coach, and just a fitness enthusiast. I do love fitness. A little bit, just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Yeah.
And where are we? Okay, I'm in Georgia. So
Oh,
where are
okay.
you?
New York City. I am in New York City. I've been here my entire life, and I love it. I love the city. I'm still actually getting to know the city, believe it or not, even though I've been here forever. So,
Wait, you're from there and you're still getting to know it? Like what?
still getting to know it. You know, a couple of years ago, I went to the top of the Rock, Rockefeller Center, for the first time, probably, I think, ever, or if not, at least in the last 15 to 20 years. I went to Koreatown yesterday, was my birthday, so I had Korean food. I think I've had it once
Happy
before. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. So
birthday.
that was an amazing experience. I had never had anything like that before, and I'm just continuing to do new things and step out of my comfort zone and just venture out to just expand my horizons and be more uh, better human being. Yeah.
You're such a rock star.
Thank you. So yeah, I think it takes one to know one. That's what I always say. So guess
Oh.
who's also a rock star? Yeah,
Thanks, Al. Okay,
cool,
so I have a few questions for you,
cool.
and if you're ready, I'd like to jump in.
Jump on in. Ask away.
Awesome. Okay, so you gave a little intro. We know who you are. We know that you're in New York, and you said that you're a fitness enthusiast, but you also mentioned a term that maybe people don't know. You said that you're a coach.
Hmm. So
Okay, so what is that, and how long have you been doing that?
a coach is basically anyone who loves to help people. You know, I didn't get necessarily certified to become a coach, but what you do need to become a coach is just basically have a passion for, I think the first thing is improving yourself, just trying to lead a better lifestyle. And that can be anything from fitness to nutrition to your mental state to just how kind you are to people. It really doesn't matter as long as you're taking steps to improve and grow. And then having the willingness and the openness to want to share that with other people. Not necessarily because you're some kind of an expert, but more along the lines of, this is who I was, this is what I went through, this is what happened to me in my life, and then this is how I was able to overcome it. Because we all struggle. We all have things that we're great at in life and things that we are struggling with in life. And so to me, what it means to be a coach is just someone who knows how to share their experiences, their own personal experiences, or experiences of their friends and family, of other people who've gone through stuff, and use that experience to help somebody else overcome the same thing. Because we're all individual. We're all unique in the exact same way. Like, we're all different, but we all struggle with the same things, whether we know it or not. There's someone else out there right now going through the same thing that you're going through, even though you don't think that they are. So you're not alone. And when you tap into a group of people who are going through the same struggles, but who also figured out how to overcome those struggles, you start to create that bond. You bond over what you struggle with, and then you overcome it, and that creates an amazing community of really strong-minded and forward-thinking people. That's what a coach is. And I'm making it sound like this elaborate thing, but it's just friends, man. It's just like we're having fun. We're just helping each other out, supporting each other through all the crap that life is throwing at you. That's what it is, really. So, and then a
So then
fitness
here's my
coach,
question.
yeah.
You listed all these things about being a coach. So my question is this. Do I have to be exactly like you, or do other people have to be exactly like me to be a coach with me, like part of my team, my family, part of basically our team, because we're together on the same team,
Hmm.
to work with you directly? Do they have to be fitness enthusiasts, group fitness instructors living in New York, men just like you to work with you?
No, you don't have to be anything. I hope you're not anything like me because I am not perfect. I'll tell you that right now. No, you don't have to be. And here's a secret that I'll let you guys in on is that anyone who is attracted to us, in terms of being in our tribe, being around our just aura, is already somewhat like you, whether you see it or not initially. So to answer your question, no, we don't have to be anything alike, because that's not what makes this work. What makes this work is actually what we go through, what we struggle with, and oftentimes also what we're good at. But it's our downfalls. It's those things that we hate talking about because we're embarrassed, because we're scared, because we don't want to look stupid, or because no one wants to show their flaws. It's those things that connect people. And if you have the guts to be open enough just a little bit and offer help or ask for help, someone else is going to be attracted to that energy, and they're going to say, you know what, I feel the same way. I feel the same way, and there's something there. And slowly, you'll start to see yourself in the people you're helping, and vice versa. So you don't have to be anything alike.
Awesome.
You just have to be a human being who's breathing and wants to be better. That's what it takes.
And
But those
better.
people will naturally find their way around you. It just happens organically.
It's true. Very true. And of
Yeah.
course, even though for some reason I thought I had turned this off, it's like jumping right back up. No, go away. Everything except for Al. And there it is. Awesome. Okay, you ready for my next question?
Bring it on.
Here we go. All right. So I've seen off of, your Facebook, your Instagram, and also on my own Facebook and Instagram, people will sometimes see that we drink shakes. And I know that there's probably this thing like there are a million shakes out there. They're not all the same. But the shake that we're drinking with a full daily dose of our vitamins, our minerals, huge with probiotics, prebiotics, superfoods, ashwagandha, just because I like to say it and it sounds like it's so much fun. I will say that every single Sasha, Angie, and
Ashwagandha.
ashwagandha, bring that.
Right, right.
So, but I know you're drinking this stuff because it's doing your body good. So, is there a recipe that maybe other people would be like, man, now they have that
Yeah,
recipe, let's talk about this.
I just like good stuff. So even I'll tell you what, before I even get into the recipe that I like, um, I'll tell you this much. You guys heard earlier in the call that it was my birthday. I turned 40, believe it or not. I believe it, but a lot of people looking at me like, I don't see it. Like, what do you mean 40? So
Nope.
I say that to say this. Well, first of all, thank you. I'm like just honored. I'm really honored. But I've been working out since I was about 18. So it's a long time. And since
Yeah.
then, I've tried a lot of different type of shakes, protein shakes and energy drinks and recovery drinks and all these different things. Because back in the day, I was a typical guy who just like, I wanted to get buff and I wanted to drink stuff to get muscles and have all this energy. And so I've tried a lot of stuff. Um,
Hmm.
and over the years, I've also educated myself about what I'm putting in my body and what I want in my body. I remember a time when I went to GNC and I had a shake and I had 7 different things put in it, and I loved all those ingredients. My face was horrible, like a pizza, like a pepperoni pizza.
Really?
It was just like a freaking bomb went off. It was just acne and breakouts and oily, and as soon as I stopped drinking it, it cleared up, eventually cleared up.
Hmm.
But it was
Hmm.
just horrible. And I learned a lot about my body. I learned a lot about what I can tolerate, what I can't tolerate, what I'm sensitive to, what I might be allergic to. And I've gotten tested and all that stuff. So I learned about
Nice.
the different things and how my body reacted to different ingredients in my body. Now, with that being said, the shake that we're drinking has, I don't know, 60 or 70 something different ingredients. Ashwagandha is one of them. And I have no idea what it is, but I tell you what, I'm not breaking out. and I've been drinking it for 5 years.
right.
I've been drinking it for 5 years, and it's given me more energy. I feel a lot better. You know, I used to work overnight for 10 years, and for 5 of those 10 years, I can say this now because I quit. I got the best sleep of my life at work because I was sleeping on the job. I used to work overnight, and they can't say nothing about it because I decided to take control of my life, and I quit that mofo, and I was like, I'm doing it my way. Anyway, so I did that, and but it really did give me all the energy I needed because like I'd wake up like what's that 9? It's 9 o'clock. I'd wake up around now to go to work for 8 hours on the overnight shift. So I'd leave work at 8 o'clock in the morning. Before I left, I would have my shake and then go out and exercise, teach some fitness classes, do my errands for the day, check emails, come home, clean up a little bit. And if I was lucky, I'd make it back to bed around 3 p.m. I had a long day to say the least, to then wake up again and do it again at 9 p.m. the same night. So yeah, I'm grateful for having this because otherwise I'd probably be making crappy choices. Like you saw today, I had a big ass slice of pizza, but I digress. So my favorite well, first of all, I'm a chocoholic. You could probably put chocolate on a cockroach and I'll
Oh no.
probably eat it.
Oh,
I'm only kidding, but just I love chocolate, so I'll drink the chocolate shake. And now that I'm learning more about what I put in my body, I'm choosing to drink the vegan formula because it digests a little bit easier. It's plant-based, so that I know I'm still getting all the vitamins and the nutrients and the probiotics and the prebiotics and all the stuff that my body needs, but I'm digesting it a lot easier for my needs. So that's what I'll do. And I'll mix it with almond milk. Everyone's like, what's the recipe? I'll mix it with almond milk. I'll use either peanut butter or almond butter. I'll throw in a banana. Sometimes I will use chia seeds or flax seeds.
oh.
And then I will also put in some spinach and ice. Now, here's my secret ingredient. A lot of people know, they don't know this about this stuff, but oftentimes I will add, like, what is it? I will add either one, both, usually both. I will add a scoop of the greens boost that we have, which is basically just a concentrated shot
Ooh.
of a ton of veggies. I'll do that especially like this week because I'm not eating all the vegetables I know I should be eating because it's like birthday lunch and then birthday dinner and then birthday cake and then birthday cake again and then some more birthday cake. There's been a lot of cake this week, which I love. Don't get me wrong. I see the results of the birthday cake showing up already. But I'll do that and then I'll do the focused energy. I'll do that because it's a different kind of energy. I feel in my brain actually. I feel more alert. I feel more focused. I feel like I can kind of handle, like I can tackle the day.
No jitters.
No, no, it's nothing like that. Like, to me, coffee doesn't give me the jitters. You know, when I drink my energy drink before I work out, it doesn't give me the jitters. But those are more of a physical, hey, I'm ready to get up and go. The focus energy is more like my brain is turned on and I'm like, oh, I can see clearly now. And like, I can
Nice.
focus and sit down and do some work up here, not really like I got to get up and move. It's all up here.
Okay.
Um, so that's what I'll do. Oh, and then I ice and I blend it and it comes out really kind of thick. Not too thick, but just like the perfect smooth consistency where I get full. It keeps me full and tastes good. I love it. And I drink that shit every day.
Awesome. And I'm gonna go shopping so I can try it out because that sounds amazing.
Did I say banana? I think I put a banana.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, you can't go wrong. You toss a banana in there with just about any, it's just quality.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Okay. Ready for the next one?
Bring it on.
Okay. So you said that you've been doing this for quite some time, a long history of fitness and appreciating your temple and working to be your best self, but then years of coaching. So do you have a success story? And this could either be like you yourself, success story, or somebody that you've worked with, supported, helped the way you explained that we coaches do. We do life and work with people towards success. So do you have a success story that really sticks out or that it's one of your favorites?
Yeah, I'll give you two. I'll give you one of mine and one of my customers. So this girl I helped out, and I'm still helping. Um, Amazing. She is literally like a super woman. She's a mom, she's a wife, she has a full-time job, she's running her household, she loves to run, um, and she's actually having another baby now. So needless to say, her body is on like there's a lot demanding. Did I say it right? There's a lot being demanded of her body. Um, Physically, emotionally. She just got a lot of stuff going on. And so when she first started her journey before she was pregnant, she had a little, and she still has a little baby girl who's maybe 2 years old now, I think. But when she first started, she was really struggling with junk food. She was really struggling to make the right nutrition choices and lose the post baby weight that she had. Plus, you know, work a full time job and take care of her house and take care of the baby and her husband and all these other things. So
Wow.
I recommended, hey, just make these small changes um, in your diet. Just make better choices with the food that you're eating because she was really struggling with just kind of automatically reaching for junk food. So we fixed her nutrition a little bit. She's drinking the shake now, so it's really giving her the nutrients that she needed that she definitely was not getting with the junk food. Um, and I'll give you this. I'll say this. She used to wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning or 4:30 in the morning just to do her workout because it was the only time she actually had available. She had early morning like conference calls. It was ridiculous. So I remember the first month she lost, I think it was 11 pounds and 14 and a half inches. Crazy. It
Oh
was
my
crazy,
goodness.
and you could
Wow.
see the difference in her body. It was ridiculous. And so I asked her because she had been on this journey before. Like most people who are wanting to lose weight, it's not like their first rodeo. They've tried before. You know, it's a common thing. And so I said before we start this
Yeah.
again, I said I really wanted to know what was different. What was different about this time? Um, why were you actually going to be sticking to this process? Um, Whereas in the past you fell off. And she said she wanted to feel more confident in her skin. She wanted to be more confident about who she was, um, because the outside didn't really reflect how she felt on the inside. And it was starting to create that struggle where she knows her value, but it was suffering because of her physical appearance. She just really wanted to look amazing on the outside. But more than that, it was because she had a little girl who was growing and was really starting to take notice of her and became more aware. And she wanted to really set the example for her daughter, because eventually her daughter, like I always give that example to people who have kids. You have to lead by example. You have to be that person who shows them what to do because I don't have any kids. I have a niece. She's 8 years old. And if you have kids, correct me if I'm wrong, but they don't do what you tell them to do. Kids don't do what you tell them to do. They do what you do. So, they copy, they mimic, they emulate their parents. So you can tell them 1,000 times, eat your broccoli, but if they don't see you, if they don't see mommy or daddy eating their broccoli, guess what? They're not going to eat it. So she really wanted to be the example, for her daughter so that when she grew up, she can also be confident in her skin, in her body, regardless of who she was, or who she thought she was. She was going to be that woman who raised her daughter to be very confident. And you can't teach that, I don't think, unless you lead with that. Like your daughter, when
Yeah.
she's 2 years old, is gonna just automatically know, I've always been confident. My mom has always been confident. That's just the way I was raised. And that comes from doing it every single day. And that was the biggest reason why she stuck with the program the second
Awesome.
time around. She really wanted to make that change. Yeah, and so and that's what I live for. That's what I go for when I speak to people, is to find that connection, because you're going to be faced with so many obstacles. You're going to be tempted to quit. You're going to be tempted to go back to the old ways. And
Yeah.
most often we know that they're not good, but there's something that happens in here or in here that really just makes it feel like you can't control it. And as much as you should not eat this, or as much as you should go work out, something happens and we just fall off track. And when you can really make that connection to, wait a minute, I'm doing this because she's watching me. I'm doing this because my little girl is expecting to grow up in a really safe, happy environment, and I'm responsible to make that happen. That's something you're not going to give up on. When you leave it up to you, oh, I don't feel like doing it, I had a long day. You're always going to be your biggest critic, but you're always going to take it easy on yourself. But when you have someone else that relies on you, it's no
Yeah,
longer about you, and you tend to step up. If it's really that important to you, you won't let that person down. And that's one of
that's
my favorite
awesome.
stories because we all, that's one of those things. I don't have any kids, but guess what? I'm able to help her because I helped her connect to that really powerful emotion. I have a niece,
Exactly.
so I can relate in a way, but clearly she's a woman and I'm a man, and we were still able to connect. So no, you don't have to be a fitness buff. You don't have to be me or look like me. You just have to have that passion for helping people. And that's what I have, and that's what she tapped into.
Awesome. Okay, so that's her success story. Do you have a success story of your
Yeah.
own?
Mine is less physical. Mine's pretty much more, it's more emotional and mental because I didn't always have this mindset. If I was to tell you that I was negative, I didn't have confidence, I had low self-esteem, I was a
Who?
slacker, me, you
No.
know, yeah, I'm serious. I just was an underachiever. I didn't believe in myself for sure, did not believe in myself. I just had all these things and all these thoughts about me that I wasn't good enough, I wasn't smart enough, I wasn't good looking enough. I didn't have all the qualities that I needed to be successful in just about any area of my life. That was me. That was how I would describe myself if you ever asked me to.
Wow.
Honestly, I don't even think I could come up with those words back then because I was just like, oh, I don't know, just like what, like that was me, and one of the things that I did was I really tapped into personal development. And if you don't know what personal development is, it's just what it sounds like. It's basically developing yourself personally. Like you're doing it to yourself, you're growing, you're trying to change the way you see things or the way you see the world. And that's what I did. I chose to believe that there was something better out there and that I could also have it. And that's something we all have. We all have the ability to choose that. I didn't grow up in the best environment. I grew up in the Lower East Side of Manhattan in New York City. And when I was a kid, it was gangs, it was drugs, it was just not safe, So, and to top it off, like we didn't have any money. I was dirt poor. My mom was on public assistance. I went to public school, and it was just like a struggle each and every single day. So over time, I learned that if I chose better thoughts, if I wanted to live a better life, I had to think differently. And that's what I started doing. One of the things that taught me how to do that was a book called The Secret. And if you haven't heard of The Secret, it's basically the idea that thoughts are things. So if you think of anything, you know, in life, literally, whether it's like your phone, the phone you were struggling with, the technology you were struggling, like someone had to think about that. Someone had to create that. It didn't just magically appear. The books that you're reading, the movies you watch, the sneakers you're wearing, the TV you turn on,
Right.
Netflix, all these things were a thought. Someone had to come up with that. And if we didn't have imagination and we didn't think it were possible, then you may, whatever. It may not happen. And I chose to think that it could happen. Why can't I be successful? Why can't I, have the body I want? Why can't I make the money I want? Why can't I be smarter? Why can't I speak to these people with confidence? Why can't I, whatever you want to do? And I came up with an answer that I hope you guys come up with when you think about this. So there's no reason why. There's literally no reason why you cannot do anything. And but the key is you have to actually believe it. You have to actually believe that you're capable of doing these things. And then like that's half the battle. You just have to put in the work. And that's part of the secret that nobody tells you. You can't just think positive thoughts and hope to, expect checks in the mail. And tomorrow I'm going to wake up and be a millionaire, and I'm going to have the perfect body. I'll be at my perfect weight, and I'll have the perfect partner, and every life will be great. Yes, you can. And yes, it will, but you also have to work your ass off for it. It's not going to just happen. You have to listen to the signs. You have to put yourself in the position to become a winner. You can't just sit back and like, I'm thinking good thoughts now, I'll just like let it all roll in. Like, it's not going to happen. You have to grab opportunities when you see them, because the universe and life not only requires action, I think it demands action. You just can't sit back and expect things to happen. So that was my mental transformation. I went from thinking all these negative things about me, and being a victim of my environment, and choosing to ignore that and instead focus on the possibilities of what I wanted, of what I knew I could become if I just put in the work. And I
Amazing.
stopped focusing on the environment and I started focusing on where I wanted to be. I created a vision for my future, and I focused on all the activities that were going to take me to that vision. And I stopped focusing on the other stuff. That's what I did, and it's a struggle. You don't just wake up and do it. I had a lot of setbacks. I doubted myself a lot, but you learn to tune out the noise. And what I'll say is that this community of people, women like you, Anya, this is incredible. This is how you need to surround yourself, with these kind of people who are also looking to do the same thing. Um, that's huge. That's huge. And I can talk on forever about this because it's very personal to me. But that was my transformation. It was a mental change that you would never believe I was anyone else. I literally did become somebody else. So there you go. I transformed.
Wow. Wow, that's huge. And I think that a lot of people, if we talk to them or they see some of the posts that we do online or, social media, they may think that it's everything that we do is focused on the number of pounds lost or the number of inches lost. And I think your transformation is so crucial because that's really at the heart of what we do, whether pounds or inches are lost at all. One of the biggest things we want is the kind of transformation that you had. We want that for other people as much as we want it for ourselves. Am I right?
Yeah, and it's absolutely true, and the funny thing about it is that I could want it for you. I could want it for you more than you want it for yourself. Well, I can't actually. That's the thing. I can't want it for you more than you want it for yourself. And believe me, if you're watching this right now, I sure damn do want it for you. I really, really do, because I know what it's like to make that shift. And it's really, really good on this side. It really, really is. But you have to take the steps yourself. I can't take the steps for you. I wish I could. It's just not one of those things that I can do. So it really is not about the weight loss. It's not about, how many burpees or push-ups can you do. It's not about how far you can run or eating the perfect balanced diet every single day. What it's about
Yeah.
is the learning process. It's about you becoming the kind of person that can do a push-up. You becoming the kind of person that knows how to eat well and can then come back and choose to enjoy something like pizza, like I had today. Knowing that I'm not derailing my progress, I just know who I am now. So I am the kind of person that can enjoy a big ass slice of pizza, knowing that tomorrow I'm gonna go right back on track because pizza doesn't control me. Donuts don't rule my life.
Amen.
I know who I am. I know my worth. I know what it took to get to where I am. So it's about who you're becoming in the process so that you can then veer off and say, I would love to enjoy that experience. Let's go have some ice cream. I had ice cream today. It was fucking good. But tomorrow,
I can't. I can't with you. I can't.
I like ice cream. It was good. So So that's what I did. So, it's about who you're becoming in the process. I think there's a quote that says it's about the journey, not the destination. And it's really true. It really is true.
Awesome. Awesome. That's an amazing transformation. That's a huge success story.
Thank you.
Sweet. Okay. Um, so you talked about, The Secret, which is a book that you read. So I'm not going to ask you about that because that's powerful. And I'm going to go ahead and let you, anybody that's watching or that watches this later, if that's a book that you want to read and you want some insight or some support, you can feel free to obviously reach out to
Oh yeah.
Al. And I'm sure he will gladly talk your ear off about the book and what it said for him and ways to best use it. Okay, so let's go with this. What is one thing that people are always surprised to see you post about or like encounter you in real life or even have you talk about? What's one thing as a fitness professional, not just a coach that didn't need certification, but somebody that's leading group fitness classes and has been making fitness an integral part of his life? What's something that people always like say, what, when it happens to you, when you post about it, when you live it? What would be one big thing?
Probably food that I eat. Like today. Like today, I had a big ass slice of pizza and I couldn't finish it. So I brought it back home. Brought it back home because I couldn't finish it. And my neighbor's like, I thought you don't eat that kind of stuff. And I was like, I don't know who said that to you, but I love pizza, you know, and I'll eat pizza and burgers and hot dogs and all that kind of stuff. Not every day, absolutely not every day. But people are surprised when they see that I also enjoy not good food, or that
Right.
I thought you work out 5 times a day. Like, no, I like to relax. Like, I don't work out every single day. I just don't. It's not needed either. So when people, and then my transformation, when people, when I describe myself to them and I'll say, hey, this is who I used to be. I used to be this way. They're like, nah, I don't believe it. I'm like, yeah, that's who
Yeah.
I was, and most people just don't see the connection. They don't see how, oh, I get how you could have used, and I'll say this, to this day, I still describe myself as being shy. Believe it or not, just the look that you're giving me right now, you're like, nah, I'm here to tell you, I sure am. You get me in the planets are aligned, everything's just right, and I'm the guy sitting in the corner. I don't say nothing. I'll say hi to you if you say hi to me first.
Right.
Otherwise, not because I'm stuck up or rude or
No.
I'm just like not that outgoing. I'm not that person. I'm not that guy who's just like, "What's up, guys?" Like, yeah, I'm like, yes, sometimes I am. I really have to be in the mood, but that's not my default. That's not my go-to
Yep.
personality, you know. And it's very interesting to see how what I do for a living now is based on me kind of being on all the time. I'm on stage. My personality has to shine through. I have to talk to
Yeah.
people every single day. And basically, I'm an entertainer, like a performer. And I had this conversation earlier today, if you were to ask me, hey, how do you see yourself? This was at the bottom of the list, if it was even on the list at all. Like me standing in front of a group of people and speak, no. Me being on this call, no. It's not what I do. It's not who I am. And so when I tell people that, they're like, yeah, right, like whatever. I don't believe, like, you were born for this. And I was like, no, I wasn't. I was not.
But does that attest to the power of personal development, like you were talking about, and finding those books that
It's
really
the
speak to the core of you?
it's the only reason why I'm here. It's the only reason why. If it were not for the the power of these books changing my mindset and changing how I approached my life, I wouldn't be where I am today, because it's kind of like a chain reaction. It's a ripple
Yeah.
effect. When you do one thing, it's going to lead to the next and the next and the next. That's how it's been over the last 10 years. That's the first time I picked up that book was 10 years ago. And
Wow.
it led me to following the path to reading a different book and meeting the next person and having the next experience and then doing the next thing, went to the next event, and it kind of grew and it snowballed into who you see today. I promise you, I did
Yeah.
not start like this. I promise you, I was very insecure, very shy. I just didn't have any confidence. I didn't speak up. I actually spoke too fast. In
Right.
it was in that I don't know what the right word is, but you couldn't understand me. I spoke too fast, believe it or not, because I didn't feel what I had to say was valuable enough. So I had to get it out before someone else with something better to say
Right.
would speak over me. And
Exactly.
today I've learned how to command attention. I've learned how to speak confidently, say what I had to say, express my thoughts in a way that was clear and concise and made the point I wanted to make. That's not something I thought I could do, but I'm doing it right now.
And you're doing it.
So yeah, do the power of attraction, the law of attraction, the secret work? FYI, it's on Netflix. Like everybody on planet Earth right now has Netflix. Go watch it.
Look at you. I like
Go
that.
watch it. Yep.
Way to slip that in there so people don't have any excuses.
No excuses. Netflix and change your life.
Awesome. Okay. So let's see. What else did I want to talk to you about? All right. So this is going to be just like a 1 point elevator pitch kind of nugget. But why would anyone want to join our family that we have built? This amazing, strong union where it's not just we're not just teammates, like we're family. So why? One elevator pitch, anybody watching, anybody that watches later, why would they want to join us?
You get to hang out with us, man. Like, come on. The end. Like,
It's true.
it's true, but also you get to surround yourself with the absolute most positive and incredible people. I'm not just saying that. You and everyone else has become a family to me. I cherish our relationship. Our friendship is is literally priceless to me, and mostly personally for me because it's something I didn't have almost ever. I didn't grow up having very many friends, and I was very lonely in life and in relationships. And you guys literally saved my life. And I'm taking all that energy, and the sky is the limit. So if you've ever wanted anything better for your life, I'm here to say that it's absolutely possible. You just have to choose to do it. Just choose to take that first step, and the rest of it will follow. Just go. Just do it.
I hate you right now. That was like, there's really nothing else that I can say, and it makes me hate you a little bit.
There you go.
Yeah, that's what
That's it.
happened. Okay, I only have, let's see. I have one question left.
Cool.
Okay. We're talking time travel.
Ooh, I love time
Yes.
travel. The
Okay.
future.
So if I could present you with a time machine and say, here you go, Al, you can set it to one day before you decided to commit to what you're doing now, this whole fitness professional, passionate coach. One day before you pulled that trigger, what's one thing that you would do potentially differently?
First, I would say, you sure I can't go to the future? Because I want to go to the future.
Wow.
Nah.
Do you have a better one for the future?
No, no. I have a good answer for you.
I mean, I'd like a peek at the future. That'd be really cool.
Nah, I just want to do this hoverboard, all that. Anyway.
Okay,
So
oh my
what?
gosh, get out of here. Okay,
What?
so you're going in the past.
So I thought about that. I thought about that the other day. So it's very interesting, really crazy you asking me that question because yesterday was my birthday, and maybe a few days before my birthday, I was speaking to a good friend of mine, and she just asked me something similar, and I had a moment where I was thinking to myself, if I knew then what I know now,
Uh-huh.
and obviously almost everyone would say, let me pick all these awesome things that I know now and just give myself all that knowledge so that I
Right.
can be whatever. And I said, that's tempting, but I don't think it would change anything. If I could go back to a day before I decided to commit to this, I wouldn't change anything because I wouldn't be me. I wouldn't be who I am right now. And I wouldn't be on my personal journey. You know, more isn't always better. Faster isn't always better. You know, better isn't always better. And who the hell am I to play God? Who the hell am I to think I know any better? I have to trust in God. I have to trust in the universe, trust in whatever you believe in to know that you're on the right path. And what's interesting, I'm on my phone looking for my phone. I have a screenshot on my phone, and it says that the universe has me exactly where I need to be right now. That's my home screen on my universe, or something along those lines. And as tempting as it would be to change something so that I could end up being better or more richer or smarter or whatever, it's not up to me to do that. What's up to me is to do the best that I can with what I have. And if this is where I am today, I know it's a direct result of everything I've done. It's a result of who I am. And what I can choose now is to then, in 40 years from now, instead of looking back to today and say, man, if I knew then, you know, if I knew now what I would be learning,
Yeah.
instead of doing that, what I can do is live a regretless life today, take risks today, go for it now, so that in the future version of me is not living with regrets. It's not saying, man, if I could go back and make these changes, then maybe then I'd have X, Y, Z.
Right.
I can do that shit right now. I can choose right now to be better. I can make better choices. I can go for it. I can stop saying no. I can stop saying yes. I can just live my life on my terms and have no regrets. Like, you only get one shot. You get one shot at this thing. And something that most people are not aware of, and I hate to be a downer, but you're gonna die. Like, if that doesn't light a fire under your behind, you know, I saw a show earlier today about longevity. It's about over time, over the last, I think, 100 years, the advances in technology have allowed us to increase the lifespan by 7 years. 100 year of progress, we're only advancing life 7 years. And I kind of lost my train of thought. But I think that when you live a life on your terms, you're living life for real. You're living life for real. You're not letting life control you. You're not feeling the imposition of your job or your family or your relationships. If when you can be free, that's priceless. That's priceless. It's one of the biggest reasons why I quit my job to do what I do now. I was there 15 years. I was like, I do not want to end up like these people. I do not. I just don't. They were miserable, working over